Hi boys and girls, it's Mrs. Horak. I'd like to read a story for you today. This one is called Grumpy Cat and it's written by Britta Teckentrup. And as we read the story, I want you to think about how Grumpy Cat changes throughout the book. And how do you know? Okay, Grumpy Cat. Just from looking at this picture, can you tell which cat is the grumpy cat? Is it the big cat or the little orange cat? Sometimes authors give us clues, but also the illustrators give us clues as to a character, how they behave, how they act. So let's really take a closer look at the pictures as we're reading this as well. Once there was a cat who lived all alone. He ate on his own, he slept on his own, he spent every day alone. He would sit between the trash cans and look very, very grumpy. At night, other cats in the neighborhood would meet and play together. Cat wanted to join in. The other cats didn't ask him because they thought he was a grumpy cat, but really, he was a lonely cat. Have you ever felt lonely before? Did it ever make you feel grumpy? Maybe. One night, everything changed. There was a terrible thunderstorm that crashed and shook the ground. Cat looked for shelter from the storm, but there wasn't any. Poor Cat got wetter, colder, soggier, and even grumpier than before. Look at his face. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, there came a meow. Cat looked down and there between his paws was a little orange kitten. Kitten was wet and as cold and as soggy as Cat. Meow, said Kitten. Cat didn't know what to do. The rain stopped. Kitten meowed again. She thought she had found a friend, but Cat just glared at Kitten and walked away. As I'm reading this, I'm wondering, are Cat and the kitten going to become friends? I wonder what's going to happen next. Kitten followed Cat. She rolled on her back and showed her belly. She wiggled her tail under Cat's nose. She tried to catch Cat's tail. She just wanted to be friendly, but Cat still looked grumpy. Cat tried his best to lose Kitten by balancing on a high picket fence, but Kitten was right behind him. How would you describe the orange kitten in this book so far? If you could think about a character trait to describe him, think about that. What does he do? I might say he's persistent. He's not giving up. Maybe he's a little curious. Cat thought he had finally lost Kitten by climbing a tall tree. Then Cat heard a meow. Slowly and grumpily, Cat turned around. There at the foot of the tree was Kitten. There he is. Kitten followed Cat up the tree. She tried to reach him by balancing on the thinnest of branches. Then Kitten slipped. I want you to stop right here and make a prediction. What do you think might happen next? Ready to find out? Quick as a flash, Cat leapt over and took Kitten gently by the scruff of her neck and carried her down the tree to safety. The scruff of her neck is that little patch of fur right there. Once they were on the ground, Cat licked Kitten to make sure she felt safe. Are you shocked by what Cat did? Kitten meowed. She was happy and hungry. Cat dashed off, but soon returned with a surprise of a great big fresh fish as big as Kitten. Cat and Kitten ate until their bellies were full. Cat and Kitten cuddled up for a snooze. They each found a friend, and Cat was never grumpy again. Well, almost never. And that is the end of our story. So if you remember, before we started reading, I said, as we read the story, think about how Grumpy Cat changes throughout the text. Do you have an idea how he changed? So I want you to discuss that with your families, and stay tuned. We'll have more books to come. Thanks, boys and girls.